Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee and Vinyl number 160. Just think 40 more, and it'll be 200. I guess that will happen sometime in January of 2022, 21, I think. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Hey, good morning, TC. Checking my, yeah, very cool. Um, let's see. So much is happening this morning. And one of the things that's happening is so it's still cold, but not as cold as it was Monday. It's 45 degrees, folks. 45. Hey, good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Mary Lane. Still up. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh, happy Saturday, folks. On this date in 1940, Dr. John was born. And then in 98, Alanis Morissette scores a number one, supposed former infatuated junkie. Yeah, so there we go. I guess that's an American score. I know that she was popular in Canada before she came to America and did her thing. Ooh, looking ahead tomorrow, maybe I can pull some stuff that's actually on the calendar and show that. My counter is full again. I participated in Flippin' Frozen's Christmas thingy yesterday, and so my counter's full of that stuff. So what I have are some buybacks recently of CDs that I'll show you. And I've already inspected the buybacks, but I found some CDs in a drawer in the back room, so I'm going to probably inspect these. Used to be real popular to get a magazine or go to a record store and get free stuff. You remember the AOL CDs that were everywhere, including grocery stores? I wish I had a handful of those now. But anyway, this is Pace Music, the magazine. You get a CD. This is 100% volume. It says number 164. While She Sleeps, Yellow Card. The Blackout, Reveal New Album Secrets. And then there are some songs on here. And there's not a band I recognize at all. There's nothing on here I recognize. Oh, that's cool. In some ways, I like it better than. Did it come after Jagged? Yeah, I had a sub for Pace for a while. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Jennifer. Yeah. This might be a keeper. I'm not sure if I have this on CD. Look at the reflection of my big sign that says McKay. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Mara Elaine. I had to pick up some Scorpions. So Scorpions on CD. I got a few CDs. Come back. Some stuff I hadn't seen before. Here's another Scorpions. Return to Forever. This is fairly common. Melissa Etheridge. Yes, I am. This is the baddest. We have greatest hits. We have best of. Oh, Cat Stevens' birthday is July 21st. Well, that happened to be your birthday too. Sometimes we remember things like that. But yeah. This is the baddest of George Thorogood. I don't remember getting this. Still Pan favorites. Still Pan favorites. Ozzy Osbourne with Osmosis. Now, I did show a few of these when Art was having a little bit of a internet issue. I guess it was Thursday during Glitch's birthday. Okay, cool. Yeah. This is the Scorpions with Virgin Killer. This is a UK press, by the way. Cure Paris. Yeah, good stuff. Osmosis. Buckethead. The Elephant Man's Alarm Clock. I should get that up on eBay quickly. And then a band that I like, they're from here. They're called Velt. So I kept this one for myself. And Velt, this might be my favorite record by Velt, Aphrodisiac. I got a little bit of MTV airplay with a song called Soul in a Drawer. But Raleigh band, Raleigh group. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. A holiday CD got mixed in there. What's happening with everybody today? Anybody doing anything special this weekend? Staying safe, I hope. I was in Wake Forest this week. I guess it was Thursday. And it wasn't this record, but I picked up a record by Prefab Sprout to play it. And boy, do I fell in love with those guys. Prefab Sprout. I must have listened to that record 7 times over, and it's still on the turntable. So when I go in today, which I got to head up there really soon, I'm going to play it again. Hit the thumbs. Hit the thumbs, says Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. And Prefab Sprout. So I'm on the lookout for more of their record CDs, cassettes, whatever I can find. Definitely want to make it happen. So yeah, there we go. Let's see. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm in Wake Forest today, and then I'm in Raleigh tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I'm doing a YouTube sell, and I'll have guests. 2 hip chicks. What kind of music is the Velt? I don't want to say shoegaze, but they did have some elements of ambient noise pop, and they're sometimes a little hard to describe. The singer does have a very soulful voice, and yeah, they're really cool. They sound like they should be from England, but they're not. But I would suggest Soul in a Jar, and it's a very soulful song, but it's also a very ambient noise pop song. So there we go. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Yolanda. How are you? Yeah. I was telling Myra Elaine that I'm this close to having everything in the package, and still want to walk around and make sure I didn't leave anything out. So that's where I am there. Well, thanks for joining, Yolanda. It was good to meet your kitty last night. What the heck is shoegaze? So, shoegaze music, probably can read tons of information online about the definition of shoegaze. To me, shoegaze is like indie rock that's just full of reverb, and but they kind of got the genre kind of got its name from people standing on stage and they were looking down at their shoes, or they were just looking down and playing their guitar. They're on stage. They're not putting on a big show. They're just standing there playing their music. And I think a reviewer said, yeah, I went down and all they do was stare at their shoes. And then, I don't know. So there you go. Yeah. You're always bragging about that, Anthony, but you never come in and offer any of them for sale with us. What's going on with that? Yeah. Well, there you go, Anthony. Congratulations on your 257 inches. There you go. Yeah, Nana is Yolanda's kitty. So that was cool. Yeah, let's see her. Good morning, Nilanda. Coffee and Vinyl says hello. Yeah, so that's, I don't know. Uh, My Bloody Valentine is a good start. Loveless is a wonderful record. TC. Um, Check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about that stuff. So there we go. Uh, Here's some CDs that I found in the drawer, and I need to check these out. This is Santana. I think it's Santana. Um, no, it's not Santana. It's Sacred Sources. Live Forever. Jimi Hendrix, Marvin Gaye, Bob Marley, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and John Coltrane. Yeah. I need to get going. See you later. Have fun. I'll see you Tuesday night for Cocktails and Vinyl. Hey, Cocktails and Vinyl Tuesday night, folks. Here's a classical. No, it's not a classical. It's this really cool guy playing classical guitar. Goran Solskjaer. The Beatles for guitar. So it's classical guitar, but he's doing all Beatles songs, which I really need to listen to and check it out. But it's on the Deutsche Grammophon label. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's acceptable. 2 years later, folks, I found 2.5 years later, I finally ordered supplies for one of my CD polishers. So, so I have 2 CD polishers that I got from the store that I emptied, and one of them is the common JFJ Pro or whatever it's called. And so Two Hip Chicks Dawn was really helpful with me, and she has one and did a private StreamYard, and she showed me a bunch of stuff. But so it's good for just polishing and getting small marks or light marks off your CD. If there's deep marks, you have to have some type of disc that has sandpaper on it, and then there's another process. Well, I decided I don't want to do the sandpaper route, and so I'm just going to do 2 different variations of polish. And polish is much like car wax, and you think about Jim Avett. Anybody heard of the Avett brothers? Yeah, yeah. Noon-ish until later. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Avett Brothers, her father Jim is going to be playing across the street from our Wake Forest store at the Wake Forest Listening Room, and so the guy who does that, he said he's got some flyers for me, which is good. Jim Avett, good stuff. And so, what was I saying? I'm sorry, I got so sidetracked. And so I just ordered the polish. It's much like car wax, heavier, lighter. And so there's a 2-stage polish that I'm going to work on. And if it's beyond that, it's beyond that. Yeah. Okay. He's going to stop by at 12:30. Very cool. I'm sure he's not watching, but very cool. Yeah. So sometimes Seth comes and plays with his father at shows, but if it is, it's a surprise. Annie Herring, she was in a group called Second Chapter Vax, and just incredible harmonies. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax on, wax off. Incredible harmonies from from a family, brother, sister, brother, and yeah. So there you go. I sold a stack of porn DVDs about 5 years ago. I barely touched them. I did make sure the discs were in there, but that was it. Okay. Did you get a lot of money for them? But anyway, the machine not only does audio CDs, it does DVDs, Blu-rays, certain video games. So I finally ordered the supplies, so I'm going to hopefully have that in for Record Store Day Black Friday, and I can potentially take some CDs that needs to be sold and polish them. We'll see. It's going to be a big learning for me, and maybe offer that service at the store to help people out. Yeah, I like the cover. It's all the beautiful white stuff, including the white saxophone. Yeah. Oh, so that guy stops by sometimes. He has that salvage place. He was the one that had the kitties, kittens. Mother had kittens, and he did a video. They have snow. They have snow. Yeah. This is some Christmas stuff right here. Oh, right here. I had to buy this one, folks. The guy came in with buyback. Bootsy. Bootsy's new rubber blasters of the universe. And yeah, I gotta check out Bootsy. They're upstairs doing hair already, and which means there's going to be some beautiful people in town, or at least beautiful hair. It's interesting. He didn't pay. I kicked him off my website for the group. He made no complaint about the quality or content of the movies. Wow, there you go. They can keep the snow. We have lucked out so far up here, and I would prefer it stay that way. Are you in the city per se, TC? I think I've heard you talk about public transportation before, and in regards to going to music stores, record stores. So anyway, these have some marks, folks, but I think it's a pretty interesting CD set, so I had to buy it anyway. Sometimes marks will play just fine, but it's hard to sell a CD that has marks on it because I can play it all day long, and I can say, "Oh yeah, I played it. It plays fine. No jumps, no repeats, no." But it's not that people don't believe you. It's just that they feel more comfortable buying CDs and discs that have that are free, that are beautiful. Yeah, and I don't blame people. But it's amazing how many people buy things without examining the media, and which is good in the fact that I price the records based upon condition and desirability, and a lot of people recognize that and appreciate that. Okay, I think I have another stack of CDs over here. I'm gonna grab. Yeah. Oh, I have been listening to this. Oh, I got mail. I got some mail to open up. This came in the mail the other day. Ella Manus, and I love the CD, folks. Yeah. So it's really interesting. I played the prefab sprout. We've all done it. You walked in somewhere and heard something being played, or you turn on the radio, or you accidentally get a CD or a record, and for whatever reason you play it. And it doesn't happen often with me, but you play it and you're like, oh my stars, you're just so drawn to it. It's like the music was meant exactly for you. It's just like you stop and pause your life, you almost stop breathing, your heart starts beating, and you're listening to this music like it's angelic or something, and you're like, you feel that there's such a great connection there, and you're just like, yeah. I haven't had that feeling many times in my life, and it's been years since I've had that feeling, but when I listened to the prefab sprout, I had that feeling. And Alex, the intern, was there, and I said, Alex, this is just, I think Kurt even stopped by, and Warren stopped by. There was other people there, and it was just an interesting afternoon. Me discovering that record, and the funny thing is, I've had that record for probably 4 or 5 years. I probably had that record before I even opened up the shop, and and for whatever reason, I never popped it in. I never popped it in, and so it's interesting. TC says we're in Revere. Power Revere and the Raiders, which is right next door to Boston and Chelsea, the gateway to the North Shore. We're full city as opposed to rural, but it has a small town feel. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. That happened to me the first time I heard Sarah Bareilles. I heard Love Song in Barnes and Noble one day, and I've been hooked on her ever since. Well, I gotta check out Love Song by Sarah. I'm checking my tracking because tracking said take an image of the screen so I can look for that later. Tracking says my RSD stuff is coming in today. I doubt it's going to happen, but I'm going to be paying attention to this all day. And if it were to be delivered, I would have to leave Wake Forest and come to Raleigh and retrieve it. They changed it to Monday. Those boogers. Okay, good. So at least that takes the concern. Check the other order. Yep, that one's changed to Monday. Oh, this one still shows Saturday. Yeah. The last note on tracking was 3:49 a.m. Olive Branch, MS. Is that Mississippi? I think so. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Donald. It happened to me when I heard "So What" by Miles Davis on Kind of Blue. Yeah. There's got to be a name for that, folks. There's got to be a name for that term that happens. There's got to be. Yeah. All right, I'm going to grab these CDs. Forgive me if any of these have been Epiphany. Hey, it could be it, Myra. Absolutely. Epiphany. So forgive me if I've ever shown these in the past, but they've been on my counter, so I don't know. But I could have picked them up on Friday. Yeah, Friday, I think. Wednesday. Supertramp Classics. 14 great songs from Supertramp. The Joshua Tree. It's awesome. What's awesome? I have Dr. Demento CD with Jerry Garcia. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. And it's awesome. That's cool. Icon for Hire. I don't know this. Icon for Hire. Stevie Ray Vaughan and the Double Trouble. Greatest Hits. Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Kind of Blue has turned many rockers to jazzers. There you go. Genesis Live. Wow. This was so popular. So popular. Sheryl Crow. All I want to do is have some fun. I'm sure if I were to play this, I'll be like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hello. I must be going. Would you share a link to that, please, Anthony? I don't have his. I don't think I follow him or sub to him. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Synchronicity by the Police. Does anybody know if there were 36 different covers for the CD? Was there one cover for the CD? Buckwheat. Buckwheat Zydeco. I think so, Myra. I think I've seen whether it was really MTV or just someone saying MTV, but yeah, I've seen stuff with MTV branded. Yeah, so I think so. Yeah, 10,000 Maniacs. Our Time in Eden. Squeeze Singles. Tempted by the fruit of another, which is probably not them. Oh my stars. This is interesting. Happy 2000. Was anyone concerned about Y2K? Was anybody concerned about Y2K? There was so much talk about this, and we've done our computer, blah, 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 blah. You know, that kind of stuff. But this one is in the Ultimate Millennium New Year's Party music. So what would you think would be on there? MTV Party to Go series. And there was Yo MTV Raps, Yolanda. I mean, Myra, Elaine. There was actually records, Yo MTV Raps. Absolutely, yeah. So that's right. I remember now. So I don't think I would want to go to this party. Charleston, Beer Barrel Polka, In the Mood, Quarter to Three, a Little Brown Jug, A Little Spanish Sound, Hokey Pokey, The Stroll, The Twist, Mashed Potato Time, Limbo Rock, Disco Inferno, The Hustle, YMCA, La Bama, Vogue, Achy Breaky Heart, no, Macarena, and Old Lang Syne. I guess they told you exactly what time to play this CD. Play it in 58 minutes before midnight. I was working at discjockey.com when Y2K came along. We were on 24-hour duty that day just to be safe, since we were all internet based. Of course, nothing happened. Oh my stars! I don't think I was really paying much attention to it. You know, hearing the news sources and everyone talk about it, but we checked our computer system and we are compliant. We are ready for the year 2000. You know, you would hear stuff. Y2K, I had 3 months of canned food and a gas furnace and a stove, all of which was good to have anyway. You're exactly right. Oh my stars. Donald was in the banking at the time. We had several meetings with our software vendors about how they were handling Y2K issues. Turned out not to be a thing. I can really say I didn't care. I wasn't concerned at all about it. But when I would hear news articles or read this or that, I'd be like, listening to it, because I was thinking, now what's going to happen? All the electricity across America is going to go out. Our computers will blow up, and I think we even joked about it, like, be careful, it's going to blow up. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's for sure. That was a good thing for sure, Myra. Yeah, it's always good to be prepared, especially here in North Carolina. We can lose electricity and not have electricity for a few days, especially when it's cold and it starts raining. We get that ice. Um, this is a skylit drive, which I know nothing about, and I have no idea why I have it. Probably came in a box by them all and none, that kind of thing. The very best of Ellis Costello and the attractions. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you've never owned this CD. Put a 1 in the chat if you've never owned the CD. Hootie and the Blowfish, Crack Rear View. I don't think the grocery stores were playing. Like, I remember being in Kroger. We don't have Kroger anymore, but I remember being in Kroger and hearing Ramones one day. And I've even heard Psychedelic Furs in a grocery store. But and if you go to Trader Joe's, it's even cooler. But I think when this came out, you just didn't hear it at the grocery stores, but you heard it in almost every other store you went to. That's for sure. The singles by The Pretenders. Big Fat Gap. Shackled and Chained. I don't know that record. This is Blues Jumpers. It's a habit. I continue. We're okay on food and paper goods for 2 months for C19. Very cool. Yeah. You've never owned that? I like them though. Yeah, I thought everybody owned it too. Yeah. So I stopped by. So I had a 2:30 appointment, and then after they left, I went over to the fresh market to get some food for last night. I was on with Flippin' Frozen for 4 hours, and so I was like, I'm gonna have some stuff. So I went and got some stuff. Well, while I was there, there was one guy that fresh market's not very big. It's much larger than most convenience stores, but it's small in comparison to other grocery stores, and that's the reason I like it. I can sneak in and sneak out, but you have to be really careful with what you buy and because of their prices, because sometimes it feels like it's a gourmet store, and sometimes it feels like it's an upscale convenience store. Anyway, there was one guy who was walking around, and he just wasn't being as careful as I was. So I was keeping my eye on him, keeping my distance. He was walking around with 2 big packs of bathroom tissue. And I'm like, folks, what's going on here? Yeah. I remember when Crack Review came out, came in our store, we never heard of them, and we all lost it at their name. We put it in, we were all hooked up by the end of the first song. Wow. Yeah. They were very good. I think they might still do some stuff from time to time, but very, very good. I heard a version of Led Zeppelin in the elevator once. It was like being in the Twilight Zone to hear Led Zeppelin in an elevator. There was even a time that, and it was Stairway to Heaven. There was even a time that we heard the term elevator music. And I think months ago I showed some Muzak music records by Muzak, which was I think it was satellite service that was licensed for professional offices and restaurants to play this music. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And so I ran across it the other day, and I ran across the one that was Christmas, and I got to play it to see what it's like. That other one, TC, it was like 80s music, but it was like a continual mix, but it was all re-recorded instrumentally and very soft, and it was elevator music, if you would. Yeah. So there we go. I could have been worse. It could have been worse. elevator music of Sweet Child of Mine in a Macy's store once. My wife wanted to cry. Does she enjoy Guns N' Roses? Or was it just so good she was just brought to tears? No paper towel. Oh, my stars. Yolanda, let me know if you need any bathroom tissue. I guess probably in early April, I ordered bathroom tissue. And so the rolls are like this big. And so I think I have enough bathroom tissue for all of 2021. So there you go. But they're big, they're huge, they're heavy. And how do you store them? How do you store those big ones? You can't put them on the. My wife is a metalhead through and through. You can't put them on the back of the toilet. Oh boy, it nearly broke her. Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. My brother screamed at me not to tell him how many of our younger cousins and grandparents. My brother screamed at me not to tell him how many of our younger cousins and grandparents. Wow. Okay. Thanks. That is crazy. It is crazy, but I'm sad for a little while. Sad for a little while, that is. But so either people are overreacting or reacting. So I know that when I went to Lidl this week, I walked by and they had lots of bathroom tissue and paper towels. The funny thing is, I found like a 12-pack of paper towels back in April, and I was like, well, there's paper towels, I'm going to buy them, and I bought them, and I have not opened up that package. So I figured, well, if I run out of bathroom tissue, I have paper towels. But anyway, then there's always inner sleeves. I used to play jazz in my photography store. The kids who worked with me used to call it elevator music. 8,000 cases. Okay, yeah, 8,000 cases yesterday. I think when I read Thursday, we had 4,000. Oh my stars! I think we're set for life. We're gonna have a CV for life. They're gonna change it from CV-19 to CV-19 eternally. CV-19 for life. Oh boy, yeah. I sometimes wonder if this will be if we're in the beginning of the end. If yeah, and there'll be like 300 people that live, and they go around and they get all the cool records from everybody's houses that play records. They have the best turntable in the United States, and but they won't know how to keep the electricity running. So anyway, I like to think that things are progressively getting better, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I talked about Google Dolls recently on the show, and I don't want to. I don't even know the names of the songs. This is 1995. This could have been A Boy Named Goo, which I think was their real popular record. Is that true, Donald? Oh my stars. CY for life. Yeah, I like that, Yolanda. I sometimes listen to the easy listening station on Music Choice, which is basically Muzak. My wife says, why is it called easy listening when it's so hard to listen to? I like that. I like that a lot. Donald says our Harris Teeter's limited the amount of TP and bathroom towels, paper towels you can buy. Oh my stars, that's so sad to hear, Donald. Well, I guess if you bought bathroom tissue in April, it's probably time to buy more again. So maybe there people are doing it. We're buying bathroom tissue twice a year now. Yes, it is a great record. Is this the one that? And I don't want to see you forever. And I everything. Is that the one that has that on it? TC. But I was talking about how this record was so popular, and people just bought it. And if they happen to find a Goo Goo Dolls record from years gone by, and they bought it, they're like, ugh, because they were so close to being a punk rock band. Which their early stuff is very interesting to listen to. That's for sure. That's going there. And then I need to Iris. Yeah. I was at KNC when this came out. Iris is not on here. I thought this was the record that set him for life. Anyway, I need to visit the Wikipedia page for this particular record because I don't know what happened to these guys, but I understand that there's something happened. Slide. Well, folks, this is something you don't get every day on Coffee and Vinyl. Well, I have to put on a bra and direct some people doing yard work for me. Well, while you're at it, get the people doing yard work for your bra too, so they can do it even better. There you go, Mary Lane. Slide. Talk to me, Yolanda. So that she follow up album then. That's the follow up album. Goo, a boy named Goo. Okay. Slide, is that the name of the Goo Goo Dolls? City of Angels soundtrack is killer. Are Goo Goo Dolls on the City of Angels soundtrack? I watched that movie. So I've seen it, folks. That's all it is. I hooked up another a different Goo Goo Dolls slide. Okay, thank you. I hooked up a different Blu-ray. I picked up a Sony Blu-ray DVD SACD player recently, and I connected that yesterday. I keep it behind me in what I call the garage, but I haven't had the garage open since pandemic, and I need to. Actually, the garage used to be open, and the back part of the shop was closed. And then I decided to bring everything on this side, so I put the stuff over there in the garage and closed the garage to the customers. But now the back part is closed because there's just got to be some areas where I can get away and work and wash my hands and not be concerned about people touching things and get some work done. So yeah, anyway, that area is closed, but I have a television and a hi-fi in the garage that I still can play and listen to music. And if I want to watch a DVD or test a DVD, I can pop it in the machine. But it was really neat to get that. The only thing, it's not a smart DVD player, and I wish it was smart in the fact that it's Wi-Fi, but it's not. But I can connect a Cat5 cable to it. I might try it out, see what happens. Yeah, I always hear people talk about they watch YouTube on their television. So there we go. Yep. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, Creedence Clearwater Revival Chronicles. The two brothers, John Fogerty and Tom Fogerty. I don't think Tom is still with us, but something happened. I need to read the article. There's a new John Fogerty record, and it looks like they kind of pay homage to the old CCR record where they're standing in a room and there's a bicycle and somebody's on the bicycle. And I saw the image of that recreated. But it's a John Fogerty record, not a CCR record. kind of like Phil Collins redoing all of his. I'm redoing some of his records with his current face. And folks, if you've been reading anything online about Phil Collins and his wife, oh my stars, what a mess that is. So there you go. Fortunate in that fact that, yeah. So yeah, CCR. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get off here. I got to sneak up to the wake in the forest and try to make a few things happen there. All of a sudden, I can't find any of my cloth masks. I just have one, so I have to wash it every morning. Let it dry. I still have some paper masks, but I tell you, the elastic popping off. Don't like that. So sometimes I feel like I just want to wear the paper mask. I don't know why, but I do. But yeah, there we go. So with that said, folks, thank you everyone for stopping by, hanging out with me. Namaste. I appreciate it. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I hope you rock and roll. Hope you play a lot of records, and I hope you enjoy everything, and I hope everybody's safe. John Fogerty and his kids made that new record. It's called Fogerty Factory After Cosmos Factory. Yes, I just saw the image, and oh, I better open the mail before we go take off. So yeah, this came in yesterday. Yeah, it's from Domino, the label Domino. I went and tore this off, so let's see what's in here. Ooh, these feel nice. Circuit City. Taco Bell. So it's called Dirty Projectors. There's Circuit City. That's Taco Bell. And I don't know what that one is. It kind of looks like Taco Bell also. The colors reminds me of Taco Bell. Any thoughts from anybody? And here's the other side. I miss going to art galleries. See if the posters are the same. Where everything's meant to be broken. I'll have to take some of these and put them in the window in Wake Forest. See how long it takes before they fade. Yeah. Okay, I'll put this right here so I can take one with me. Oh, let's see what else is in here. Don't fall on me. Buy the sky and sell the sky. Oh. And then I get a CD. Yay, I get a CD, but I don't get a one sheet. When's the CD coming out? When's the record coming out? Oh, there's a one sheet. It's folded. Make sure you fold that and put it in here, okay? I don't know why they folded it. But here we go. It was shipped USPS. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the one sheet. Dirty Projectors 5 EPs. There it is. Lose Your Love is a bright, artsy R&B teen track, and it suggests this whole live 5 EP project might turn out to be a pretty interesting exercise in the metability of one band. Stereogum said that. It says whole 5, not whole live. Okay. This CP series is destined to be one of the most compelling things the band has done in quite some time. These songs are too irresistible to sustain for very long. Southern's culture. Then NPR says the lineup often shifts, but the creative nature of the band, headed by David, doesn't. It's a band in which any member can take the lead, and that's the beauty here. We see Dirty projectors change and surprise us with each new song, sometimes so rare and vibrant. Okay. Next chapter for these cats. Yeah. What about a date? What about a date? Yeah. So there's a deluxe double LP, which is indie exclusive, and it's probably colored, I'm guessing. Then there's the double LP. Then there's a CD. The release date is November 20th. So it was released yesterday, folks. Yeah. Maybe next time they'll send it out a week or two ahead of time so I can listen to it, decide if I want to order and bring them out. Yeah. Well, cool. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it. I'm going to rock and roll. I'll take this to Wake Forest and try to listen to it. But it's got 5 EPs on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. It's got 20 songs. Yeah. I like dirty projectors. They're kind of cool. All right. With that said, folks, rock and roll. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow, if not before.